Hi everyone, this is Sandy Reese with StampinCrew.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Thanks for coming on our video tutorial today. I can't seem to talk. We're just gonna move right along with whatever gibberish I'm gonna spout out today. We are going to do another basic card design using our card sketches on page 22. And we're going to do the third one on the top, third one from the left right here. It's got these three little strips on a card front with just a little round label. Very easy. I'm going to show you how we can measure that and cut that and do an extra little layer to maybe help. Okay, I am using a new suite this time. We're doing the Thoughtful Journey. Now, I do not have the bundle yet. I wish I did, but I don't. So I do have a ton of this paper. I have this paper, I have these dots, but we're just going to use the designer paper on this. It's beautiful. We've had some paper similar. I think we might even have one on the online exclusives, but this one, just love the colors in here. So here's the paper. I have a full pack right here I haven't opened. Here's like the end of a couple of packs of different designs I haven't used yet. So I'm going to do this one. I love these tones, and we're going to do a sympathy card today. So we're going with a fresh freesia card base. And we're just going to give that a little crease. And then I'm also going to use, I've got too many papers here hanging out, a little bit of Misty Moonlight, but we're not going to cut that yet. So I'm going to start with this. I'm going to do the taller trees, and we're going to cut out strips that are about 1 inch wide. I'm thinking it's 3.5 by 4.5 tall, 3.5 by 4.5. All right, let's turn this around. So if I go 4.5, that will be just about right. So I'm going to do 4.5 tall. And then I'm just going to start from this side and use these taller trees and do 3 1-inch strips. That's 1, 2, and then 3. And that leaves 3 inches left over, so I could easily do another card using these shorter trees. We're not going to do that right now, but we're going to set that aside, save that for later. So here's what our strips look like on our card front. Now we could go with just adhering these straight to the card front if you want. But what I want to do is make a little mat, because I want these to pop out a little bit more. And then I want something to tie my ribbon around. On the sketch, it has the ribbon wrapped around the whole card front, which I can't do because I've got a crease right here. So I need to measure how wide I need to make, how wide and how tall. So if I think to myself, I need an 1/8 inch between everything, and then one on the sides. That's 1, 2, 3, 4/8, which is 1/2 inch. So I'm going to make it 3.5 inches, and this is 4.5 tall. So I need to make 4 3/4 high. So let's cut off 4 3/4. And I'll post the measurements. If you don't like to measure, I will post these measurements on my blog. I said 3.5 by 4 3/4. Okay. Let's see. In theory, this should be the right size. I always say in theory because, you know, you just never know what might happen when measuring's involved. So I'm going to place these here and make sure they look good. I think they look good. Okay, let's adhere these to this strip, to this mat. sometimes I like to just wiggle it until I get it right into place and then give it a press. Okay. And then next one. And our final one. Okay, isn't that pretty? Look how pretty, and now it makes that whole section right here pop when we have it on a little different and on a different color. So now we need to do a sentiment. So I am using the So Sincere stamp set and using the You're in My Heart and Prayers sentiment with some Misty Moonlight. All right, hopefully we'll get this centered pretty good. Okay, and then I have a little bit of this new, it's petal pink and white. So there's a spool of petal pink and a spool of white diagonal striped ribbon. And I'm going to tie it kind of right in the middle. I can move it around a little bit more if I need to. Just tie that in a little bow. And then trim it off with our ribbon scissors. Okay. Let's turn this way. Turn that in that direction. And let's see how this looks. Got You're in My Heart and Prayer. That can come over. That looks pretty good. I like it when it's not all within, and sometimes, you know, a little piece of it comes outside of our focal point. So let's adhere this down. I don't want to cover up the trees too much. We'll bring that down below the tree line. Maybe we'll stick a little piece of Scotch tape just to hold that in place. It's always handy to have some Scotch tape around. Okay. And we'll adhere this down. Whoop. The stickiness messed me up here. Let's try this again. Let's do this direction so I can make sure I'm centered. My big clumsy hands aren't in the way. All right, we can pop up our sentiment. Right there, okay. Now, if you wanted, you could add a few gems. I'm looking to see, I have these out, those do not go, but I do have these pretty little iridescent gems from the Full of Life suite. So we're gonna use these. We'll just use maybe 3. We'll do a big one, and then maybe, it's almost Christmassy. This could be a Christmas card, but we're using it for sympathy today. And that's it. If we want, we could add a white on the inside. Is that the right size? It sure is. And then you can do some decorating and stamping on the inside if you want. I don't think this has an inside sentiment. Not really, so I'll find one somewhere else and use that. And then we have this little bit, well, we have this little piece left over. It's really too small for the envelope. So that's not gonna work. If you wanted to use it right here and put a little bit there, let's do that. Let's decorate. And let's cut that just at 4 inches. We'll just put that there so it doesn't go to waste. Then we don't have to write so much. We do our stamp a little sentiment and then a little bit of writing, and you're good to go. All right, thanks everybody for stopping by today. I would love to have your order. I have placed a link to purchase with the host code below. Orders of $50 or more get an embellishment in the mail along with a thank you and maybe a card kit. So thanks everybody for stopping by, and we'll see you soon. All right, bye-bye.